Okay then, before we give the opportunity to somebody to read out this test, let me give once again because there was the break. Recap so far. The first thing, this is the lead character is Lenko, who was a farmer living in the hillside. This is all while making the entire comprehension of any chapter. This technique would be the very fruitful and beneficial technique. Is that what we are doing? Actually, we are making a foot points of everything. You see, the story so far went like this one. Lenko was a farmer living in the hillside, and that now in detail given that was his house was situated at the top of that hill. Okay? And actually this was the solitary house in the entire hilltop there in that locality. Now because the house was situated at the top of the hill, it was very advantageous for him to get the benefit of the natural and scenic beauty all around him. Standing at the top of the hill or standing somewhere outside his house, he could get the panoramic view of the entire landscape, of the field sown with the corn, maize, etc., dotted with the flowers, indicating a good rich harvest expecting also. Okay, and other scenic beauties were also very good, situated somewhere the northeastern side of the hill. The cloud was, the sky was covered with the cloud, and he was feeling very ecstatic. One word came new, ecstasy. Ecstasy means extreme happiness. Extreme happiness or joy. So he felt very joyful. He felt very excited because being a farmer, he was expecting a good harvest this year. Things were all fine and fair. Only he expected, alas, there could be, if possible, a good rainfall, which is being written as downpour in the chapter. That is rainfall. If not the healthy handsome rainfall, at least there must be the shower. The last final shower would make the crop even more healthy, and he could get a rich harvest out of it. Fine. Now, after some point of time, he expressed the same thing, the same feeling on his wife also, who was cooking the meal for the children around. The younger ones were playing outside the house as per the scene described in the book. And second, the older ones among the children were working in the field. Life was all at normalcy so far. Everything was going normal, and rather the expectation side, things were very hopeful and very bright. The woman also certified and supported the feeling of Lenko and confirmed that don't bother, there will be a good rain in a short time now. Meanwhile, when these husband and wives were been talking with each other, there was the raindrop started coming outside. The raindrop was becoming bigger as the time was passing by. It was a droplets of the water were very big, which is being compared with that of the size of 10 cents coin or the 5 cents coin. Okay, means that is the size of the droplets of the water were very good. This is once again indicating a good handsome rainfall. Now everything was been going as per the expectation. He felt very excited. Okay, and in order to enjoy his excitement, he went outdoors and he started feeling the raindrops on his body. Means he was enjoying the rain for the time being. Now, when he came back inside, he found, he noticed that the hailstone started suddenly dropping down, that is precipitating down, which is under the circumstances is the symbol of destruction. Because when the crop was almost ready to be harvested, the ripe crop, at that point of time, if the hailstone or the snowfall, that would definitely destroy the crop. There is no second thought. But as we normally experience, as we feel that the hailstones are only for the short period of time. Normally we don't have the continuation of the hailstone as the rainfall does. Okay, so he also expected that definitely there will be the stoppage of hailstone shortly. Anyhow, for whatever the period there would be the hailstone, that will definitely damage the crop. But he was still assured, he was still consoled that the majority of the crop will still be saved if the hailstone is been stopping after a while, after a short while. Okay, but contrary to his expectation, opposite to his calculation, the hailstone continued and literally continued for a long period of time. And consequently, that is, as a result, what happened? The entire landscape, the field all around, we have been covered as like that of the sheet of white sheet of hailstone, which is compared as the spread of salt all around. So these were the certain comparisons, the raindrops here, then that certain hailstones in the beginning we have been compared as that of the pearl, but later on the final comparison is a negative one. The salinity of the soil from any point is not good for the soil, and the spreading and the covering of a sheet of salt is an indicator of that it was the crop was completely destroyed. And which crop we are talking about?
Corn.
We are talking about the corn. Now he became very upset, and quite obvious and natural. Lenko became very upset simply because being a farmer, his entire prosperity and survival was dependent on the good harvest, which was now converted into no harvest. The crop got completely destroyed. Correct? Now he had nothing to complain with. Nobody was there to entertain him. He felt very sad. But as we had started the chapter with the introduction, and as you can conclude from the title of the chapter, that is a letter to God, this person, whosoever is the person, which in the context of the story is Lenko, has an extreme and deep faith in God. Because anybody writing a letter to the God would have been for, in the first instance, we can compare the person, we can conclude about the person's character, that is out and out the believer in the God. In this case, he would have been either thanking the God for all the good things that he has given to him, or he would have been demanding from the God something, or in a letter, normally we do these sort of a thing. Either we are complaining, we are demanding, we are thanking, we are asking. This is a sort of a communication of the feeling. Here the feeling was sad feeling. He was very upset. He was clueless. What next? How would he surviving? Ultimately, he decided to write a letter to the God. Who? Yes. Now from here onwards, okay, you. So far we have studied or explained up to here. Now next. God he wrote. Okay, leave. Leave because I have changed a little bit the plan because the things are on record. So it might not be covering from there that much. Anyways, it will be not all the day. There has to be somewhere the intervals also. But that is in the case of teaching English, I will follow the same tactic. Okay, from your part involvement. So for reading is concerned, my part reading, explanation, questions, everything. Okay. Anyways, today making a little bit change today in the plan. So he finally decided to write out the letter to the God. This is once again what we have discussed so far is the certification to the fact that he was a firm believer in God and he was completely convinced that the God would definitely offer some solution to him. Now he had written the letter. The content of the letter you see, if you don't help me, because now the crop was completely destroyed, my family and I will go hungry this year. It is the matter of a complete agricultural year. There was no other options in the form of any other substitute crop. There was no other option in the form of any other employment for this Lenko. So his entire survival, as we have discussed and told in the beginning, it was all dependent on the maturity, prosperity. His entire prosperity was dependent on the yield per hectare, which to start with was very good. Okay. Anyways, he had complained. I need. Now you see, this is you can conclude this sentence. You can understand this sentence in two ways. Writing a letter to the God. First of all, he had expressed his concern. How can we survive throughout the year because the crop got destroyed? Second thing, now he had told the God to compensate for the loss, for the damage that he is facing or suffering. Because in our opinion, as per our conviction, this is the natural calamity, hailstone, excessive rain, that is flood or drought, etc., which are very harmful in the case of the crop. Okay, so particularly in the case of everything, particularly the crop in this context, by the way. So natural calamity, the responsibility goes into the court of the God. Okay, so that is why if you are the person, if you are the culprit, you will have to pay for that. Because of you, you have sent the natural calamity. So please send the compensation also. And compensation is what? What is compensation? Compensation is money given for any damage. Here the damage was of the crop, so give me some money. And he had demanded that money, and the demand was of 100 pesos. Peso is the unit of the currency in many South American countries. Okay, and one of the countries that he is living in was the unit of the currency. He demanded, and as per his calculation, some part of it, some of the pesos, he would reinvest in the sowing of the fresh crops, the sowing of the seeds and cultivation of the fresh crop, and the rest he would be using it to survive his family till the fresh crop is not grown into maturity or till the fresh crop is not getting harvested. During that period of lull, when the crop is growing, from the sowing to the harvesting, he requires some eating and the fooding also, that some remaining portions of that demanded money will be invested or will be spent on the survival, and some part of it will be once again used in the form of the capital to produce the fresh crop. Okay, that is why he calculated and demanded for 100 pesos in that year. Fine. He had, and then after that he had written the detail because the things were going good and fine, but the hailstorm came and struck, and then it has damaged the crop. So that is why, sir, we have been demanding for this one as per this calculation. My calculation, some portion of that 100 pesos or some part of it, some of them I will be reinvesting in order to grow the crop, and some I will be using to consume to survive my family till the fresh crop is not being harvested. That is what he has written. You see, God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes, because the hailstorm, and then ... is the entire narration of the story or the incident that we have read. Correct up to here? Now next, he had written the letter. Writing the letter is one aspect, but then reaching the letter to the destination is the very important thing. And then for that one you need to post the letter. Where should he go to post the letter? He decided to go to the town. Okay, town's post office in order to post the letter, because he cannot believe any other here. One reason. Second reason, there was the only solitary house in the locality, so he has nobody to help also. He'll have to go by himself. Okay, he went. He wrote to God as the address. Now the letter we are writing that sender's name, sender's address, and the address of the addressee from where where the letter is to be. This is the format of the letter writing. Okay, so he's written the letter addressing to whom? To the God at the top of the envelope. Put the letter inside, and still troubled. He was still confused. Troubled word here is he was not sure, but this is quite obvious. You are, no matter how much you have been believing. We have talked in detail about the leap of faith and etc. Fine. But when it comes to the practical terms, the doubt factor is also very obvious and normal. Leap of faith, I had given you the example of throwing a baby in the air and then catching the baby is smiling because it is the baby is, he or she is completely convinced naturally that the thrower will definitely catch him or her, and that is why enjoying the leap into the air. Okay? But in a real practical life, no matter how much you have the faith in whatever the entity, here the entity is God, okay? But because you are facing a troublesome situation currently, some sort of doubt in a calculative mind, because faith is something the born child of emotion, and doubt is actually the confusion created on account of calculation. Now brain start communicating with the earth. Forget your God has done the damage, God will compensate that. Mind may counter question, if the God was ready to help you, then why had the God done the damage first? If the God was very much kind to you and ready to help you, he should not have damaged the crop. If he has damaged the crop, what is the guarantee that the help would be provided to you? Plenty of confusions may come into the mind, and because of those ones, he was troubled somewhere. Okay, because now when this sort of the doubts started coming, we start blaming ourselves. It was my destiny. I would have been heard somewhere. I would not have been done something good. That is why this is in the form of the punishment. You start blaming yourself for some of the wrong things that is coming. So a lot of you can say that the thoughts would have been troubling him in the back of the mind. Okay. So trouble, he was going, he went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp. This is all entire process. Formality he had completed. He placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. Fine, the process was completed. Now one of the employees in the post office, the second characterization when I was studying, we have talked about the second part. The second part was the postman and the post office staffs. Now here their role started coming in the story. One of the employees, the person working in the post office, who was a postman and also helped at the post office in carrying out the duties inside, went to his boss And then the laughter, and quite laughter, laughable thing it is of course. That is what I have told. You can conclude the person you can assume the person, you can understand the person in two ways. He is either insane, insane is lunatic, is mad. पागल है, चिट्ठी लिख रहा है भगवान. ठीक है, these are the two another words for insanity, lunatic, person, senseless person, mindless person, pagal, both, okay, foolish. In all that context, you can use his one idea, a person destroying, got destroyed by the hailstone or the excessive flood or drought. We consider it as the natural calamity. It is a natural thing that is always a possibility. Okay, for that one you cannot suppose to blame anybody. Now, if you are blaming anybody, the sort of a film also came, OMG or oh my God sort of a thing. Earthquake was actually the reason given there, and you see the variety of persons of various groups were there who were categorizing the person who has filed a case in the court of law to get the compensation because the earthquake is actually the natural calamity, and if I am believing in God, it is God is the culprit, then he has to compensate for that. Okay? So that is what more or less the same sort of. So many a person told him what? He is a man. People started laughing. If anything done is been done damage to us, we have been filing a case against the God. We are writing a letter to the God. You can say that, sir, you have lost your sense. You became mad. And you start laughing among yourself, sharing this incident of mine among you people. That was the natural thing that is happening over here. So one of the employees who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. Never in his career, and nobody quite obvious, not only he, nobody else. So never in his career as a postman he had known that address. The postmaster was, now the appearance of the postmaster is being described here. He was a fat, healthy person, but he was very friendly person. Okay, amiable is friendly person, very person of friendly nature. Okay, fellow also broke out laughing. He also started laughing at the incident. See how a foolish person is he, because throughout their career, no letter would have come where the letter was been indicated or addressed to the God. Okay, so they all started first of all enjoying themselves at this unusual letter writing. But almost immediately, now you see, amiable, sensible, pleasure person enjoying everything. But if you are, as I have told in the beginning, he was also sensitive. Everybody may at the first sight, whenever you are seeing somebody laughable, you would laugh definitely. Rest would enjoy, but a sensible person will also notice some sense and some sympathy for the person or for the victim in such a situation. Okay, so he felt almost suddenly and immediately. He turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk. He put the letter, tapping is just putting, and with the force creating the sound is a tapping. Okay, so he put the letter on the desk and then commented. What faith! Now he started admiring the faith of the person or the writer of that letter. In this case is Lenko. Okay, because everybody cannot dare to do that. This person with a complete faith, you may call them mad, but from his angle, he had a complete conviction in the God, that a God is there to help us. Okay, and we have read and heard many things connected to that. Not only Lenko, but all of us even. Okay, it is one very single thing that the people may rise up or wake up empty stomach, but normally don't go into the bed empty stomach or hungry. Okay, भगवान ऊपर वाला ईश्वर भूखा जगाता जरूर है, लेकिन सुलाता भूखा नहीं है, कोई ना कोई खाने का व्यवस्था कर ही देता है इसी के माध्यम से। लोग कहते हैं दोज हु आर बिलीविंग इन गॉड और इन दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग, लोग कहते हैं कि मैंने तुमको खिलाया, एक्चुअली तुमने नहीं खिलाया, ठीक है। तुम एक माध्यम हो सकते हो, हम एक माध्यम हो सकते हैं, लेकिन वो खिलाने वाला देने वाला हाथ ऊपर वाला है। दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग इज एक्चुअली बीन said or believed by a person who is firm believer in God, and this person was a firm believer in God, and those who are the creation of God, those who are the believer in God, they needed to be praised, admired, respected, cannot be commented only। जो भगवान में विश्वास करता है, जिसमें टैलेंट गिफ्टेड है, भगवान का दिया हुआ टैलेंट है, उसका आदर सम्मान होना ही चाहिए, करना ही चाहिए। ओके, वी ऑल बिलीव इन दैट। कह दो ना कि ये नेचुरल टैलेंट है, तो नेचुरल टैलेंट इज अ गॉड गिफ्टेड टैलेंट, सो एनीथिंग दैट इज बीन गिफ्टेड बाय द गॉड मस्ट बी नॉट ओनली admired but also respected। Okay, this sort of the philosophy is actually the idea coming into the mind of a sensitive person, which the postmaster was। Okay, he was definitely a sensitive person। So what faith? I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter। और ये सब में नहीं होता है। The leap of faith is not with everybody। If I tell you that okay, you jump from here, I will see, I will take care of you, don't mind, that is, I am sure, writing on the paper, giving you the guarantee that I will make all preparation to save you। There will be not even a single scratch on your body। Just come and blindly jump over from this stair। Would you jump over it? Not you, but somebody would definitely। That is called a people with a blind faith। Okay? They are believing in you, and those who are believing on you or in you blindly, never cheat that person। That is the most heinous crime in the world। If a person for any reason is been blindly believing in you, do everything in the life but never cheat that person। Okay, so this is what, these are all philosophy that has been encapsulated in these lines, or this message is radiated out of it। Okay, so let us see what a wish। I wish I had the faith of the man। इतना भरोसा तो मेरे को भी होता तो I could have changed the world। Who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God। The person directly talking to the God, writing a letter, communication is correspondence here। Okay, so sort of a letter, another word we are using for letter is correspondence। Anyhow, so in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, and that is what I have told, if you believe that somebody is a God gifted talent, if you believe that he or she is the disciple of the God, ये भगवान का बंदा है, ईश्वर का बंदा है, जिसको तुम जिस भी नाम से पुकारते हो, उसका सम्मान होना चाहिए, उसका प्रेज होना चाहिए, उसका सपोर्ट होना चाहिए, उसको कभी भी डिस्करेज या उसका मजाक अपने लिए नहीं बना देना चाहिए। अपने नॉट फॉर आवर फन, वी शुड नॉट मेक मॉकरी ऑफ दैट पर्सन हु आर बिलीविंग इन एनीबडी और एनीथिंग। ही और शी मस्ट बी रिस्पेक्टेड, एडमायर्ड एंड सपोर्टेड एंड इनकरेज्ड। कि सर मैं काम कर रहा हूँ बहुत फेक से, देखिए सर मैंने बनाया, कैसा बना। देयर आर मेनी स्टूडेंट्स कमिंग वाइल प्रेजेंटिंग देयर मॉडल्स इन द on the occasion of the exhibition etc. Those small kids, you may call them कि ठीक है यार, नहीं ये तो बहुत ख़राब है, बहुत आराम से बोल सकते हैं लोग, ये ठीक नहीं है, because you have some sort of the, because whatever you are thinking is a superlative in your idea, that superlative is also not complete into your itself। लेकिन उसके एंगल से सोचो, उसने दिन रात जग करके बहुत सारा मेहनत करके उसने जैसा भी बनाया, एटलीस्ट दैट इनकम ही इज डेफिनेटली डिजर्विंग एंड इनकरेजिंग। He must be also looked after, he must also be supported। Who knows that he will be a real champion someday। Okay, so this is the humanity also, this is the call of humanity, and riding and loaded with all such feeling, this postmaster was now inclined to help this letter writer, that is when so in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with the idea or an idea, answer the letter, लिख दो, ठीक है। उसने चिट्ठी में बोला मेरे को 100 पैसे दो, इसका जवाब लिखो हम लोग की तरफ से. But when he opened it, it was evident that to the answer it needed something more to than goodwill. First of all, he thought what? He thought that he would have been written some letter. अब लेटर में होता है ना कि जवाब देना है लेटर का, but this letter was containing the content or the message which is more than जवाब देना, which is more than the goodwill. Goodwill is on your part is what? That okay, you have responded. Somebody wished you good morning. It is a manner that okay, reciprocate him or her with the equal wishes. किसी ने सुन लिया, मुंह फेर लिया या अपना एरोगेंस दिखा दिया, that is not humanity. You cannot be a very busy person, that much busy person that you cannot give the response to the person. अब ये क्या हो सकता है कि भाई किसी प्यून ने डीसी साहब को गुड मॉर्निंग कहा, डीसी साहब ने जवाब नहीं दिया, इसका मतलब क्या हो सकता है? उनने एरोगेंस हो सकता है. इतना बिजी नहीं हो सकते वो कि एटलीस्ट सर झुका करके जवाब ना दे सके. ठीक है, मुंह से ना बोले, बट विद हिज गेस्चर एंड पोस्चर he could have responded. So giving the response is also termed as a goodwill morally. But when he opened the letter, first of all they had made the fun of it. But then when he opened the letter, he decided to give the reply to the letter writer. But then when he found that this is not only a reply, this requires some help also, some monetary help also, the matter became serious. So more than goodwill, more than ink and paper. Ink and paper means that is the returning reply. But he stuck to his resolution. Resolution is a sort of determination or the sort of things that you have taken as a place. That is called resolution. Resolution is a conviction. बोलते हैं ना कि न्यू ईयर रिजोल्यूशन, दिस ईयर वी विल डू समथिंग. So some sort of the amendment in your conduct and behavior that you have thought about, some changes that you have placed and promised to yourself is the resolution. Okay. So what he has resolved, he has thought of what? He has thought of giving the help to the person to respond to the letter writer. Now letter writer cannot be responded merely by writing few words back. If you are really responding this letter writer, what you need to do? You have to give him some help in the form of 100 pesos. Okay. चलो ठीक है. So he asked for the money from his employees. He asked for the contribution amount because he himself cannot spare 100 pesos from his salary or from his pocket. So he required some more contributions in the form of subscription. He himself gave part of his salary. You see the humanity aspect of the postmaster, and not he also motivated some of his